Dawn breaks slowly over Melbourne Cricket Ground. The sky is painted in soft gold and pale blue. Morning dew rests quietly on the outfield like glass. The stadium is empty. No applause, no roaring crowd, no giant scoreboard flashing numbers. Only silence, and in the middle of that silence, a single red cricket ball lies motionless on the grass. Bright, hard, perfectly polished. It looks small in the vast emptiness of the field, almost insignificant, but sometimes the smallest things carry the heaviest stories, because greatness does not begin it begins, airy in quiet mornings, in unseen work in lonely repetition, and in a promise whispered only to oneself. I will become better than I was yesterday. That promise, simple, private, relentless, is where the story of Australian dominance truly begins. Not with trophies, not with records, not with headlines, but with hunger. The kind of hunger that does not disappear after success. The kind that grows stronger after victory. The kind that transforms talented players into relentless competitors and teams into empires. A hard land creates hard players. Australia was never a soft place. Its land demanded resilience. Blazing heat, long summers, dry, cracked fields, hard pitches that bounced fiercely, fast outfields that punished hesitation. Nature itself taught harsh lessons. Adapt or struggle, endure or fall behind. That environment shaped Australian athletes long before coaching manuals existed. Children learned sport outdoors under burning skies. They learned toughness early. Learned how to compete, learned how to lose without excuses, learned how to get back up. Again, and again, and again. Because adversity, when faced repeatedly, becomes character, and character becomes culture. This is one of life's deepest truths. Comfort rarely creates greatness. Pressure does. Challenge does. Hardship does. The strongest minds are often forged in uncomfortable places. Australia's cricket soul was built in exactly that kind of place. Before dominance, there was discipline. Many people look at dynasties and see glory, but glory is only the final chapter. They do not see the mornings nobody remembers, the training sessions, no camera recorded, the failures buried beneath later success. Australia's rise was built on discipline. Quiet, brutal, consistent discipline. Not glamorous, not dramatic, but powerful. But while others dreamed about greatness, Australia built systems that demanded it. Strong domestic cricket, relentless competition, fitness standards that separated serious players from casual talent. No easy places, no comfort, no guaranteed future. Every place in the team had to be earned. 10 defenders. That creates something powerful. Urgency. And urgency sharpens excellence. The man who changed everything. Then came Don Bradman. Some names become legends. Others become myths. Bradman became something even bigger. A standard impossible to ignore. He practiced alone with obsession. Hours of repetition. Endless focus. Small details repeated until perfection felt natural. He understood something most people spend their whole lives learning. Talent opens doors. Discipline keeps them open. His batting average remains almost impossible to comprehend. But numbers are not his true legacy. His true legacy was belief. He taught Australia that excellence was not luck. It was repeatable. Train harder. Think deeper. Prepare better. Execute calmly. Repeat endlessly. That formula built greatness, not only for him, but for generations after him. And that lesson reaches beyond cricket. Success is rarely magic. It is method. Ruthlessness is built, not born. Years passed. Teams changed. Generations moved on, but one thing remained Australia's edge. Their ruthless mentality. People often misunderstood it as arrogance, but beneath that confidence was preparation. Preparation creates confidence. Confidence creates pressure. Pressure breaks opponents. That is how dominance grows. Australian teams entered Maccas, expecting to win, not because of ego, but because they trusted the work they had already done. This is a powerful truth for life. Confidence without work is noise. Confidence built on preparation is power. Australia built power, quietly, patiently, relentlessly. The Golden Empire. Then came a generation that felt almost unstoppable. Steve Wall, cold nerves, fierce leadership. Ricky Ponting, aggressive brilliance. Shane Warne, a magician turning cricket balls into mystery. Glenn McGrath, precision sharper than steel. Adam Gilchrist, fearless destruction. This team did not simply win. It overwhelmed. Mentally, physically, strategically. Opponents often looked beaten before matches even began. That is what true dominance feels like. When belief becomes so strong, it changes the atmosphere itself. The secret nobody talks about. Here is the hidden truth behind Australia's empire. They were never satisfied. Success did not relax them. It sharpened them. Winning created hunger for more winning. They hunted improvement even in victory. Most people celebrate too early. Great champions review their flaws even after success. That mindset changes everything, because the moment you think you have arrived, you begin falling behind. Growth requires humility. Australia understood that better than most. Failure still came. Even empires crack. Australia faced painful defeats, transitions, retirements, controversies, moments that humbled them. But here is what separated them. They rebuilt. They adapted. They returned. Because resilience is the final ingredient of greatness. Anyone can succeed once. Few can rise again after falling. Australia kept rising. And that is why their story matters. Not because they always won, but because losing never changed who they were. Hungry, competitive, driven. The lesson beyond cricket. Australia's cricket dominance teaches something bigger than sport. It teaches that greatness is not inherited. It is built, brick by brick, habit by habit, morning by morning. No shortcut replaces consistency. No talent replaces discipline. No dream survives without sacrifice. The world sees trophies, but trophies are shadows. The real victory happens in the unseen work. That is true in cricket, true in business, true in life, and true for anyone chasing something meaningful. Start small. Stay disciplined. Keep improving. Keep showing up, even when nobody notices. Especially then, because the quiet days build the loud moments. Final reflection. The sun begins to set over Sydney Cricket Ground. Long shadows stretch across the field. The crowd is gone. The noise has faded. Only silence remains, and a single cricket ball resting quietly near the crease. Still waiting. Because somewhere in Australia tonight, a child is practicing alone. Sweat falling, hands blistered, dream alive. No cameras, no applause, only effort. Only belief, only quiet work. And that, more than talent, more than luck, more than headlines, is where empires are born. Not in glory, but in discipline. Not in noise, but in silence. Not in comfort, but in relentless hunger. That is how Australia became cricket's most ruthless empire, and that is how greatness, in any field, is always built.